It's time to get some SportSense. You're gonna get some SportSense. You better get ready for SportSense. SportSense.
Okay, welcome back to SportSense. We are here live, well, recorded, I guess, for you, but live together at our favorite beach house in Corolla, North Carolina. Dad, this is a special treat and perfect for our 1-year anniversary of SportSense.
We've done maybe this is our second one ever in live together.
Yeah.
One in Utah at the birth of your son.
Yep.
And then this is it. So it's great. I'm excited.
This is great.
Welcome. It's a crazy weather week, but we're still making, I think, really good memories.
Oh, yeah. Making the most of it.
Yep.
Okay.
All good.
Don't forget to get that mic pretty close to your face.
Man.
We're
better.
Yeah, that's good. We're doing just some mobile mics, very light setup, so hopefully this sounds okay for you guys tonight. But if you're new here, SportSense is the sports show for sports noobs, for people who don't care to keep up with sports, in other words, and but who kind of want to talk about it. And we started it around this time last year because I could feel the Super Bowl coming up, and every year around the Super Bowl, I was calling you, Dad, to say, hey, I'm about to go to my in-laws' house. Can you tell me what happened this season?
What happened the whole year of football?
Anyways,
you've done well. I'm proud of you. It's been a full year of preparation and work on your part.
Yeah, and we're going to do a fun little game in a little bit to test just how much I've learned.
All right.
And if I can beat you, in fact, in a sports knowledge game. So
sounds fun.
That's how we'll celebrate our anniversary here.
All right.
But first, we have a few bits of news, and of course, let us learn some sports speak. Okay.
Fun. Always ready.
Last week, Dad, you told me you used a term called the 12th man.
Yes.
Which I realized getting ready for this, 12th is spelled with an F. Did you know that?
12th. Yes.
12th?
Yeah, it's not 12th.
12th, but I've always said 12th,
yeah.
with like LTH.
Yeah.
So anyways, you mentioned the 12th man last week, but you didn't want to get us sidetracked with it.
Right.
So we said we'd hold it for this week. So what were you meaning when you mentioned the 12th man?
What is the 12th man? Well, it seems to be, it's always football related because it's got to be 12th man. It's football. Just equate it. Starting on each football, on each team on the field, there's 11 men allowed, right? So there's only 11 men on each side. So if somebody says a 12th man, it can't be basketball. It can't be other sports. You know what I mean? Because baseball's got 9, basketball's got 5. So it's football related.
Okay. Only football.
Football related. And it's for the fans who are so loud and raucous when the opposing team, so that's the home team, right? The home team's fans are known, especially stadiums, some of them are built that way, pro or college, but the biggest famous 12th man, I think, for me, for the longest time was Seattle, in terms of Seahawks. But other teams have claimed it too. But the fans are so loud, particularly that when the opposing team is on offense and they're trying to call their plays, and the fans are so loud that they can't hear he can't hear his play coming in from his offensive coordinator. They can't. When he yells it out, the line can't hear it, what the count is. When he's calling the count, like, 1, 2, like, they can't hear. And so they have to go a silent count. Silent count means the center slaps maybe multiple ways. Slaps the leg, and they go, everybody's got to go 1, 2, whatever that is. So they say silent count on 3. And they slap his leg, and then go. Because they can't hear it's that loud.
Wow. And
they call it the 12th man because it gives them an advantage.
You're basically saying the 12th man is your home field
advantage.
It's your crowd backing you up.
Yeah, but it's that's what I mean. But it is exceptional. It is not all of them crowds have it. Not all of them have stadiums that can be that loud. But most of them have some version. But that's where it became known because it gave you. It's like you had 12 men on the field. Okay. Right, that's the concept.
Yeah,
you gain an extra man advantage on the field because you're so loud, and especially when the team is on offense. Defense, if the opposing team's on defense, then you get quiet because you want your team to be able to hear.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So that's 12th man.
Interesting.
Yep.
Well, very cool. That's cool.
Simple.
I like that.
Not much more.
So use it in a sentence really quick before we move on. Like
the deciding factor on the last drive was the 12th man for Seattle because the offense couldn't hear the quarterback. They couldn't hear the quarterback. He threw it, the receiver ran a poor route, didn't hear the play, ran the wrong route, quarterback threw to the wrong place, interception, game over.
Okay.
12th man really had an impact.
Okay, I feel ready to use it at this year's Super Bowl party.
Right. Don't use it out right. But the Super Bowl won't have a 12th man there because the split evenly, yada. But playoffs are a great time.
Yeah.
Home crowd of the playoffs.
Super Bowl, honestly, that's mostly celebrities and stuff who can afford to go there. So you don't even really have real fans there at all. Probably.
There's a segment that I question for sure. But anyway, all right, man. That's it.
Well, thank you. That was great sports speak this week. Let's move into our few bits of sports news. So, Dad, key in the other day, we were here in the beach house watching a football game together. He says, "Man, have you been hearing about this Skattebo Mania?" So I wanted you to break down who is this man that is so maniacal, apparently.
Well, okay. His name is Cam, C-A-M, Skattebo. What a name, huh? That's his real last name. This is not something to change. Cam Skattebo.
He should have been a jazz musician.
I think he's from California. He played at Sacramento State his first 2 years. So he not
a big school, right?
No. So he didn't get a lot of attention because he was 5'11" at the time. I don't think he weighed that much. He's a running back, FYI. So he's a running back on offense. Then he went to Arizona State and played 2 more years. Now that's where we first heard of him last year, and this is what's so painful. BYU was playing Arizona State at Arizona State for the right to go to the Big 12 championship game, which would, if they won that game, the right to go to the national playoff, right? The college CFP, college football playoff.
Right.
Skattebo was the running back. BYU was good and had a really good defense, but they could not. This is when I come to hate them immediately. I didn't even know him, and I didn't like him at the end of the game. But at BYU, I had to go back and look. He carried the ball for 28 times. That's crazy for a running back in one game. He had 147 yards. He had 3 touchdowns. BYU lost because of Cam Skattebo.
Okay.
They controlled the ball. When they needed a first down, Cam. When they needed, he ran constantly, it felt like. I thought he had like 50 carries and 400 yards. That's how bad it was for us. Yeah. So that's when I came to appreciate him. I
hate him.
Already. Yeah, hate him, right? You got to hate him for that alone. They really couldn't peg all the draft predictors of the NFL draft this year. So he was a senior, graduated last year, done with ball, comes into the draft this year. No one really knew where he'd land. Some felt running backs generally don't go in the first round anyway, right? It's just the nature of the draft. But there's once in a while.
They want quarterbacks and I imagine receivers.
Yeah, some receivers, defensive players. They want left tackles to protect the quarterback on the offensive line. Those sorts of players. Yeah. But anyway, or the greatest athletes. And he wasn't a great athlete. You look at him. He's just not a great looking athlete. He's 5'11", about 215, 216 now, which is chunkier and heck for 5'11". But still, nobody really knew. And also they weren't sure. They just didn't know. They didn't know. They hadn't had a lot. It hadn't been on people's radar a lot until towards the end of the year last year. Anyway, New York Giants were smart enough because he was still available in the 4th round.
Okay.
So that's pretty far down.
Yeah.
4th out of 7.
Oh, 4th round, not 4th
round.
Pick. Yeah.
No, 4th round.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty far.
Giants picked him up, which he fell a lot farther than a lot of teams. Well, it took a couple games before he got in, but he has come in the game, and they replaced their other quarterback, which famous old guy, but let him go and put another rookie in, Jackson Dart, as the quarterback. Kind of put these two in together. And all of a sudden, they won 2 games. And Skattebo, he is running pretty wild at an NFL level. He's not getting the same yards, but he can get yards, and he drops his head way low, his shoulders. He looks like he's running with his chest about 6 inches from the ground, and those big legs are just churning. And he gets, I don't know what he's averaging per carry right now, 4.12 a carry right now. It's at 82 carries.
Which, that's good. If that's guaranteed, that's good.
Anything between 4 and 5 yards is huge, right? For a big, it's kind of like a fullback, but a running back that's running up the gut.
Yeah, he's
just running right into the gut.
Pile.
Yeah, the pile, and it's amazing. So he's already had 5 touchdowns. He had like 2 or 3 in one game, which is crazy. So that's why they're saying Skattebo Mania.
So that's from the past 2 games, you're saying?
Yes.
He got 5 touchdowns?
He's played 3 games, I think, but not all.
Wow.
So, yeah, he's cranking the touchdowns. So, with the Skattebo Mania, number one, the Giants have been starving for any kind of winning team or anybody that's got – so, Jackson Dark's got a lot of personality. He's coming out slinging, and he had a couple of good games, and then he didn't have a great game. But Skattebo Mania is that people are just – they love the name, right? You get a name like that, and you get a guy who plays – he plays like there's something wrong with him. I mean, he doesn't care about his body. He doesn't care about his head. So now what's happening when this happens, what does the press do, right? They dig.
Bring up the CTE.
What's more of this? What's this kid all about? Who
I
is
see what
he?
you're saying, yeah.
Was he raised by wolves? You know what I mean? They don't know. And so they start digging, and they find some old footage. Before a lot of his Arizona State games, apparently, they had footage, him outside, before they entered the stadium, outside the stadium with his helmet on, slamming his head against a brick wall.
As a college student, he was doing that?
Yeah, this is how he was warming up and getting ready. So they had that video, and they were showing that was popping up all over the place.
Okay.
They just learned, and he's kind of crazy looking to me. He's wide-eyed, and he's got a tick. He's got a tick where he cranks his neck all the time. I think he's just trying to he's trying to unsnap his neck from the last time he hit something, right? But he's as they say, he's like fire-breathing maniac.
Wow.
And now, so the fans love him for it, right?
Yeah.
Think about
we're going to be entertained when we watch football. So
and you're going to get yards. I mean, he's helping them win. So you fall in love with someone who they're wearing your colors. They were the Giants, man. They have been starved, and they got a guy who loves them, loves it in their mind. And the way it looks, he loves the Giants team more than they do. Almost, he's willing to give his whole body up for this team. Yeah. And they're not used to that. You get prima donna receivers, defensive backs, especially receivers. They're being paid 40 times more than this guy to start with, for sure. Wow. Oh, yeah. They don't get much. 4th round, he's not getting much at all.
Wow.
It's probably in the hundreds of thousands for his first year contract for the first year, somewhere. Probably 5, 6, 7, 800,000. I don't know what it was. Yeah. It wasn't much.
Still great for the average
tens of
human,
million, right?
Yeah,
tens of million.
Okay.
So the only concern or thought, maybe concern, but people are saying, how long can he keep this up at the NFL level?
Yeah.
Is he going to beat up? When's that body going to break down? We all know running backs in NFL, shelf life seems to be about, I hate that word. I use that because everybody else does, 3.5 years.
Wow.
So they don't last a long time. The exceptional one can run 6, 7, 8 years and be effective.
Okay.
But this bruiser type is highly unusual that they go many years at all. So everybody, oh man, we got to love them while we got them, because who knows? So that's Skattebo. Wow. And if you haven't seen him, you ought to go see some of the footage of his runs. Yeah. If any of our people listening, it's worth it. Just do a quick Skattebo. There's only one Skattebo that I know. Ever.
I've never heard that name.
Much less in football. So pretty cool. We hate him only because he beat BYU all by himself last year to knock us out of the chance to go to this CFP. The college football championship. So anyway,
sounds like he should have been a UFC fighter or something with that.
I think that might be his next career. Yeah. I mean, this guy's crazy.
He could bounce over to that. So.
He is just brutal. And people, once they get past that initial line, like even linebackers, especially a defensive back, they don't want to tackle him.
Oh yeah,
it's going to hurt them, and they know
scared
it.
Too. Yeah,
if he's got a full head of steam and in the secondary, they're going to hurt. Somebody's going to get hurt. It's not going to be him. So anyway, that's cool. That's Skattebo.
So Cam Skattebo. Yep. Very cool. All right. Well, yeah, I will look up some videos after this and check.
It's worth it.
Okay. Well, that's cool, and we're going to talk later when we get into our quiz. How the past year, I feel like you've taught me the most about like names. You've taught me about the characters in the sports world, and that's what's made me start to care more, is knowing who these people are. And so that's why I wanted to talk about Cam Skattebo tonight, because he is probably he seems like the most interesting player right now.
I'd say it's right up there. Absolutely. This year. Yes.
Cool. Okay. Well, with characters being said, the other biggest story of this past week was about Penn State's coach. Now, we talked about him before because you told me that He was the one that hadn't won a conference game. Like he'd only won like one out of his past
the top
17
of the
conference
top
games.
10
Oh,
ranked teams that
okay.
was in his conference.
Okay.
And then there's nationally. So yeah, I mean, here's his history real quick, and then we can talk. You want to tell what happened?
No, go ahead. Go. I mean, yes, actually, let me start by saying, so he got fired
now after 6 games,
mid-season, which is a big deal, right?
Yes,
like literally middle of the season,
very big deal at this level.
The Ides of the football season, you could say, and big deal because Penn State. Everybody was favoring them as like one of the top teams. They were ranked and everything.
Finished the year second in the country last year.
Wow. Oh yeah, because they lost to
Ohio State.
Ohio State.
Ohio State, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Ohio State won.
Yeah.
Penn State. Anyway,
so Penn State, they're supposed to be a top dog.
Yeah.
And anyways, but they've
brought
lost.
The quarterback came back. They were worried about him going pro. He came back, Drew Aller.
Oh my gosh.
So we're prime.
But they've lost how many of their 6 games?
Well, they lost 3 in a row. One was to an undefeated. a winless UCLA. Next one was Northwestern. Those are all the brainiacs. They were out there with their library books and still beat them. Let's see who's the last. Oh, and they lost to Oregon before that. So Oregon, which was ranked.
Which is fair.
But then those last 2 wins.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. I mean, here's the bottom line. What the real amazing thing is, I guess I saw 2 or 3 of the big sports announcers or pundits of the week said they'd never seen a fall from grace happen so fast.
Yeah.
You might see it in a season or 2. This is no fly by night. This was his 12th season at Penn State.
Wow.
This was his 12th. So he'd been at it a long time.
Oh my God.
They gave him lots of time. He had a lot of good teams and maybe a couple that looked great, but you're not great until you win a national championship, right?
Yeah.
At this level.
Yeah.
So here's what happened. So I just told you what happened recent, right? I mean, you lose to UCLA, who was 0-4.
Yeah.
Going into their game, right? You can't have that.
You're right.
Yeah.
That's terrible. That's crazy.
And then to lose to Northwestern. And
Northwestern, what? What is it?
Yeah.
What is even Northwestern?
It's in Chicago. They sometimes have a football team that's okay. They upset a few people.
But they're not top dogs.
No.
Well, and I just want to mention that they had to pay him almost $50 million to fire him.
$48.5 million. Yes, they
which
had to cover
shows
his salary.
how just they were so done with him.
Yes.
So
here's
crazy.
what did it is the history, and the history is what you were referring to. But I want to be really accurate here. They had lost. They had 4 wins and 21 losses against top 10 opponents. But listen, they were 1-18 against top 10 Big Team or their Big Ten or their conference, right? The conference competitors.
Yeah.
They were 1-18 during his tenure.
That's crazy.
As I told you a few weeks ago, I said the number, if you're maybe in that case 1-18, maybe you're 8 and what is that? 11 then, or 8 and 10 or somewhere, 8 and 9.
Yeah.
Or 7 and 10.
Our math is
somewhere, whatever. So it was 19 games. Yeah. So 7 and 12, maybe 8 and 11.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. 1 and stinking 18. I'm sorry. That means you can't win the big game in conference.
Right. Nobody can do anything at a professional level at a 1 to 18, 1 out of 18 scale. Yeah. If I did 1 out of every 18 of my projects properly at work, I'd be fired. So that's the big scoop. That's why. Bottom line is, but usually they let them get to the end of the season in college when this is your 12th season out of kind of this shows today's world. Old times, yes, they would have let them finish the season out. Maybe they would have pulled out a little bit of a winning record, gone to some smaller bowl, finished with some pride, and then canned them, right? But this is today's world. So much money is at stake. Coaches, they're already after their other coach. That's why they did this. Wow.
They're already going after other coaches. And Matt Rule in Nebraska, who coached the Carolina Panthers briefly, but he's really good college coach. He's the rumored number 1 prospect. And as they say, he did not deny those rumors, but he said he's committed to his team, Nebraska. But believe me, he would go straight to Penn State.
Well, so that's what I was wondering is when you do this mid-season, who's
so you have an
job?
Interim, yeah. So it'd be over whoever was. They might choose the offensive coordinator, defensive coordinator, or they might have had an assistant head coach. So as a collective group of coaches, there's so many that there's a good chance that they can't get their coach now. So
That's what I was
they
wondering.
carry
Okay.
they usually let that group go through the end of the season,
Oh.
but they're working these coaches now.
Okay.
They're working them now.
Because I like to imagine that it's like those movies where there's some old retired coach. He's jaded by football. They call him out of his cabin in Montana and say, "We need you for one last job to coach 6 games the rest of the season." You know.
Yeah, you should be in the movies. You should definitely be writing the movie.
But
No.
so okay, that makes sense. They're just gonna kind of hold over with what
Yeah, their
they got.
season's done for the things that they want, right?
Yeah.
National championship, or at least college football playoffs. Run at the national championship. That's all gone.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So they're just phoning it in.
Phone it in, get rid of them, clear house.
Just
You guys do your best.
start the
Yeah.
dating process,
and
basically.
and start trying to date the players
Yeah.
and keep them
Okay.
and let them know that they would. What happened here? Anyway, yep.
Okay. Well, all right. So yeah, big deal. His name is James Franklin. I don't know
James
if either
Franklin,
of us
no,
said that.
Coach
by the
Franklin.
way.
Yep,
Coach Franklin.
good guy. Everybody loves him. I mean, he's a good guy.
Yeah, seems sharp. I mean, the fact that he's there that long shows that he was a respectable
Yep.
coach. So
Oh, yeah.
crazy fall from grace this season. Okay, last little tidbit, and then we'll get into our game. I'm going to introduce a new sport to this podcast, which we've never talked about here. But I Googled it, and Google AI says it's a sport. Okay, we're going to talk a little chess.
You're going to talk chess.
I'm gonna
I don't
talk a
play
little
chess. I wish I did, but I have to confess.
Well, let me just get your gut reaction. I'll tell you the story. So there was a kind of a special 5-on-5 sponsored tournament. That's just how chess works, from what I understand, is you just kind of go from tournament to tournament. They just you make as much money, get as many wins as you can.
Yeah.
From what I understand, I play it casually, but I don't really understand how the professional world works. But recently they had like a 5-on-5 tournament, and it ended up being the best of the U.S. versus the best of India. And our U.S. player, his name is Hikaru Nakamura. So
That's our U.S. player.
Yeah, yes, he actually is.
Okay,
So I think,
we recruited out of
Right.
country. Clearly, okay.
well, I listened to an interview, and he has he sounds
Just kidding.
perfectly American,
I'm
so he
sure
must
he's
be
second or third generation
exactly.
Japanese.
Exactly. It sounds like a Japanese name, but I'll have to double check with my Japanese speaking friends. But anyways, he beat D. Gukesh is what he goes by. They're Indian. They were both the captains of the teams, by the way. So very dramatic. This is the end of the tournament, and
The big dogs were going at it.
exactly.
All right,
And
got it.
Hikaru, he played his last move. He knew it was checkmate, and then he grabbed the king of D. Gukesh and hurled it into the crowd, which was roaring in applause. And
Where
a
were
little
they
bit of
playing?
booing.
Do you know what country?
I think it was U.S.
It's got to be U.S.
because there was mostly applause
Right,
in the video
right,
I saw.
okay.
Anyways, so how would you? What do you think of that coming from outside of the
Okay, so I've watched Searching for Bobby Fischer.
Oh, yeah.
I've seen a couple of great movies that I didn't think could be great about chess. I've seen growing up, there was this chess master from Russia, and
Okay.
the U.S. guy could never beat him. That are top,
I
right?
kind of remember hearing about that.
Yeah.
Wasn't Bobby Fischer-
Karbarov or I think he does end up.
Right. Yeah.
Bobby Fischer ends up
like
beating him
Yeah.
and becomes right. So I remember all that, and I'm really country oriented. So I'd even
It was kind of a Cold War thing.
yeah,
wasn't it?
yes,
It was
absolutely.
like-
Anything you could beat Russia in, that's what you had
Yeah.
to do. So I remember all that. So I can imagine the setup. I understand enough about that,
Okay.
and I do also know that it is a game of. There's definitely not chest bumping or body checking or right. There's none of that. This is all. If there's ever quote a gentleman's sport, I got a feeling this has got to be it. Because it's hard to call it a sport, but I understand
Right.
it's gaming. It's a game anyway.
It's as much a sport as esports are, I guess. Is why they call it a sport.
Yeah, that makes sense. So I have never heard of anyone doing such a thing, but I haven't watched enough to see. But I think this is the changing world, right? People getting fired up, and they're going to, and they honestly draw attention to themselves, right? That's got to be a moment. If it's never been done, don't you know it had to be a massive viral
Yeah.
moment. I'm going to
Exactly.
guess, right?
That's
Millions of views, probably that sort of thing. So, and he might be really emotional. So I think it was probably in their world, it had to be horrific sportsmanship, right? I'm going to just guess.
it usually is,
Used
but
to,
I was about to get into that.
Okay. So I think it's great since we won and they did it. And I really didn't think any big deal. I think if you're the loser, you don't have much to say about what happens, right? You lost, you're done. it's just crying over spilled milk, and you just take the hit.
Yeah.
That's my take.
Well, I'm gonna pull down the smoke and mirrors a little bit.
All right.
I did a little homework, and it did create an extremely viral moment, which is why we're bringing it up. But I listened to one of the U.S. team members talk about it. He's already a big chess YouTuber, and he basically said, as part of this tournament, they agreed to, quote, destroy the king of whoever lost, basically.
Yeah.
And so there was kind of already an expectation.
Agreed upon.
It was agreed that there'd be some sort of dramatic statement made.
Gotcha.
So that's pulling down the smoke and mirrors. But
Right.
it did create a viral moment, and a lot of people who are passionate about chess were very upset about it online, of course. But it stirred up. I mean, I never knew who Hikaru Nakamura or D. Gukesh were.
Gets them on the map for the average person.
Yeah. So anyways,
Fun.
It was fun.
Yeah, cool.
Kind of fun moment.
I had no idea. I missed the whole thing.
But it's kind of like that hockey tournament we talked about last year, the Four Nations one, where it's like nobody's talking about hockey, but all of a sudden these crazy fights break out,
Right.
and
US
so
and
they're
Canada,
viral.
man, yeah.
And all of a sudden people are talking about hockey and hockey players again. And so, you got to put on a show sometimes. And hey, that's what we try to do here for you people.
All right.
Okay. Speaking of which, Dan,
I'm not going to throw your hat off tonight. I'm not gonna do
we
anything
gotta
crazy.
we're gonna exchange some blows here.
All right,
So-
I might though. After this, we'll see how it goes.
All right. Well, let's. We've established some stakes, which are actually not stake. We agreed that loser of this game we're about to play will buy the winner a seafood dinner since we're at the beach.
Yeah, nice seafood dinner.
So appropriately, I got some styrofoam dinner plates for us to keep our scores on. Okay. So here, mark yours. Yeah, mark yours with Dad. I only got one Sharpie, so we'll have to share.
So you do you. And I
So
do
while
me.
while you do that, I'll introduce this. So I quote vibe coded a website.
I don't know what that is,
I'll
but
te-
okay. I'm good.
So vibe coding just means making code with AI. So I just tell AI to make a website, and it did it.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
So I vibe coded a website for us to test the names that we know in the sports world, because so coming back full circle to what I mentioned earlier, which is that's the biggest thing I've learned this past year is it's all about the people, right? It's hard to care to just say like, oh, I like the Packers, and so I'm gonna follow the Packers. Like, but if you know a Cam Skattebo or a coach Franklin that we talked about earlier, and you like think they're really cool and their interviews are cool, their philosophies are cool, or they're just fun to follow for drama, it's a lot easier to get involved in a game when you see it on TV at your in-laws' house or whatever. And so we're going to test our knowledge of names tonight.
Names. Phew.
Okay.
You do know every one of my neighbors. I can't remember the name, so I make up a name every time I see them. So, all right.
Well, the funny thing is how well you remember
Sports
these names.
sometimes.
So, okay. Now in
my gosh,
in AI, I instructed it to pick the top 10 most famous athletes. So I don't know how it's interpreting that, but I said the best, most famous athletes of their respective sport in the sports of everything we've talked about on the podcast so far. So no soccer. We don't have soccer here tonight because we've barely even breathed that word. Okay, we have NFL, NHL, NBA, Formula One, UFC, and
Major League Baseball.
Oh, baseball, yes. And so that includes coaches too. I said to include the top 3 coaches from each of those, or top 3 most famous coaches of each of those categories. So I'm actually going to share my screens for.
So our rule if we get the last name correct, how good or how tight are we going to be?
No.
Do we pick the team? Tell me the rest. of it.
So yeah, we're going to start with a name, and then all you have to do is say what sport it is and what team it is. If you think, because some of these aren't team sports like UFC and Formula One, right? Okay, let me share my screen so people on YouTube can see this, because I'm proud of. Is
that first one a sample?
I'm proud of my first vibe coding. Hold on just a second. It doesn't take any work at all. Really.
Yeah, but for some of us, we think we're impressed, so don't undersell it.
Thank you. Okay, all right, we're screen sharing now. Okay, so yeah, I've got a name here in the middle, big name, and I have a reveal button that'll. Bring up the details.
Cool.
I'll probably have to read it too because it's pretty tiny.
Yeah,
so.
You read that to me, and I have to trust you.
Okay. So, what we'll do is we'll just take turns and put a mark on your
when
plate.
we get it right.
Yeah, when you get it right. Yep. Okay. And you have to get sport and team. Okay, ready. So I'm going to put you first. Do you know who Charles?
I don't want to go first.
Charles
Okay.
Leclerc.
So this is
our
hockey.
first name.
It's hockey. And the Canadiens.
Okay, good guess. It's Formula One.
Oh, you kidding me? You know, I should know that. He's a current driver or not?
He's a current driver.
Somewhere I've seen him.
So
yeah.
in our Formula One episode a few months ago, he was one of the big names.
Oh, man. All right. That's
Okay.
a tough one to start.
Some of these I'm not going to know.
So do you get a point when I miss?
I just want to mark. Hold on. Pause, everybody. Be patient with me for a second.
I can sing or something.
I just want to mark how many
questions? Yeah.
we both field so that and just say let's both do 10.
Man, that was like a setup, though. Doesn't that look like a hockey name?
So before I started recording, I just kind of pressed next a few times to just get a random one. It does sound hockey like.
But I remember
French
hearing.
Canada.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay, so far.
That's why I picked Montreal Canadiens.
So what do you?
They're French.
Yeah, that was honestly a really good guess.
Yeah. But he's an F1 driver, so not a good guess.
Okay, so what do you say we both try to do 10 names each? Is that too many?
No, that's good.
All right, let's
we
do
might
10.
need more. I don't know. We'll see.
All right, here we go.
What's next for you?
All right, so for me, Aaron Boone. I've got.
So I got a question.
Yeah.
So if you try and fail,
I
think we need to have a chance to.
To steal it.
Yeah, to get a point.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Okay, Aaron Boone. I'm gonna say. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna say he's a coach of Oregon. Nope, he's an ML. Oh,
no.
I forgot to give you the
So
chance
I
to
know
steal.
he's the Yankees
Okay.
general. He's the Yankees manager, Aaron Boone.
Oh, not a coach.
That's what they call a manager. He's the head coach.
Oh, okay.
They call him a
baseball,
manager
he's
in baseball.
Okay, sorry. I forgot to let you steal. Let's try that again.
Oh man, that was one I had though. That was an easy one. You gave me an easy one.
Sorry. Yeah. You'll get more. Okay, so Dad, you've got Nikita.
Yeah, I want my point from the other one.
Nikita Kucherov.
Russia. Now this one, I don't know many Russian athletes. Either Nikita Brezhnev was the killer from the premier of Russia in the 60s. Man, I don't know. I don't have a good guess. So I gotta say, all I knew to do is go to hockey again, and
that's what I would do.
So I have no idea what team because
I've never heard his first name, but Kucherov's a pretty famous name.
So he came over and probably played for an American team. I don't know. Chicago Blackhawks.
So it's hard to test. Well, it's hard for me to steal because we're gonna.
Right. Well, no,
I'm not sure if that's
right. So you give a better one that gives you a chance.
Okay. So my guess would be.
So do you think it's hockey?
I did definitely hockey. My guess would be New Jersey Devils. Tampa Bay Lightning. Neither of us got it. All right. Okay.
That's good that we didn't go.
Yeah. Oh, I got this one. Okay.
Gosh.
We got Shea Gilgeous-Alexander here.
Yes.
We talked about him a lot because he helped Oklahoma win their first. I don't know if there's a first, but they won the NBA championship this year. So he plays for Oklahoma Thunder NBA. Thunder. There we go.
Good job.
All right.
Man, you're ahead.
Okay. My plate's getting full. Ready for a seafood
dinner. A lot of pressure. Give me something good.
All right.
Oh, you kidding me?
Pierre Gasly.
We're not getting any sports that I know or like. I don't even know Pierre. Another stupid.
You got a French guy.
Yeah, he's a Frenchman. So who knows? Gasly, tennis, or is it back to? We didn't do tennis.
I did put tennis, and I forgot to say
gosh,
that. Sorry.
This is brutal. Tennis. I mean, he's from France. I mean, if you're in tennis, you play for the country.
Okay.
So he's that or an F1 driver again that I don't know. Oh yeah, you got it.
I'm just gonna give it. I'm gonna say F1 as my backup for stealing it from you.
For a team.
Formula One. Well, there's no.
That's right.
Yeah, I didn't put. I think they're.
I told you F1.
They do.
Man, I'm getting ripped off here.
They do technically call it. They call them teams.
Yeah,
but I don't
know. No, you're right.
They're
we'll
drivers.
Go with sports.
They're drivers. Okay, we got Nikita Kucherov again, so we'll skip that.
Yes, please do.
That last one was yours. So this is my third question. Okay, Novak Djokovic. This definitely sounds like a hockey player. I'm going to go with...
Remember, I'm going to steal it. Don't tap anything.
Oh, right. Okay, I'm going to go with Djokovic. I've heard that name. I'm going to say Dallas Stars.
No. He is a tennis player. He's called the Joker. And he's from...
Oh, Djokovic.
Yeah, he's the Joker.
Yep. All right. Good job. So you steal it. Yep.
Thank you. I got to get mine in here because I'm running behind you. Now I'll give that.
All right, 2-1.
You got okay.
Okay, next one. Your fourth question. This is an
This
easy
is
one.
mine?
Juan Soto.
Yeah, the sad part is I can't remember where he's playing. Major League Baseball, and I can't remember. He went to see. He was in the Nationals. He's playing for somebody that's a Mets.
I was gonna say you gotta get this one. I'm gonna put Yankees as backup. Oh,
Is it Yankee? That's who he went to, not the Mets.
MLB Yankees. Woo!
See, he got traded. I know. I lost. I messed that. I gave that one away.
I didn't. I
Gave that
didn't
one
expect
away.
to get that one. Okay, so this one's my
This
fourth.
is yours?
Mookie Betts. We've talked about this
Yeah.
person. I don't know. I'm just gonna go baseball. Los Angeles Dodgers.
You got
Who's
it.
your backup?
You got it.
Oh, really? Oh my gosh!
Good job. You're smoking me.
I did
I
not.
can't believe you're getting these. So these are the.
You're gonna accuse me of cheating, but
Yes, these are bad. But okay, no.
this is just.
I
Hey,
should have got. You did good on that.
that was good.
You gave me a good
Oh,
one. All
you just
right.
got to give me here.
Yeah, so I did. Well, just mark my point. We have Bill Belichick. He's at UNC right now, football coach, but he had been in Patriots for 20 years. So
All right, nice. Okay, very good, Bill Belichick.
you gave me an easy one back. So thank you.
Oh, and they have him as coach of the Patriots. The AI.
Well,
put
that's
him
why I
as a
said
Patriot. That's
Patriots.
funny.
Patriots for 20 years.
Yeah.
UNC now.
Gosh. Oh, I've marked us both as 5, but I swear we're on question 5 now. I'll just say we're on question 6.
Okay.
Because this is taking a bit. Okay, so that was your 5th. This will be my 5th. That's where we are. Okay, Nathan McKinnon. I'm gonna say hockey player, Colorado Avalanche.
I don't even have a guess.
Okay, I don't. I bet it's Formula 1, but I already said my guess. Oh,
No way. Cooper. All right.
this is on the
I need a
screen.
red flag. I'm throwing a flag.
I promise you. I mean, I do play NHL with Casey on Xbox pretty regularly.
This is unbelievable.
That is crazy, though.
This is under protest, so you know. I'm sending it to the commission for review.
I could show you how I vibe coded this.
I mean, I gave away one. So I gave away Mookie. So.
I didn't study at all.
Not Mookie Betts. I gave away Juan Soto.
Juan Soto.
That should have been
All right. Question 6 for you, Dad.
Oh my gosh, that's
Again,
Formula One.
That's all you need to know. There you go. Good job.
I know him.
All right. 3 for you, 5 for me.
Yeah, we might be getting 20 questions. I might need more volume to catch up.
Okay, Max Verstappen, Formula 1. All right, my 6th one will be Kelsey Plume. Well, we don't have too many women's sports, unfortunately, listed tonight. Oh, I actually did put WNBA in as well. I forgot.
Obviously.
Okay.
I'm giving you a hint.
Oh, okay. So WNBA, we'll say,
Don't click.
Vegas. See, I can't remember. Is it Mercury? Vegas Mercury?
No, you just say Vegas. It's fine. Whatever.
All right, I'll just say Kelsey Plume, Vegas.
Okay, and I don't think so. So I don't know. Can't remember. Let's just say Indiana.
Kelsey Plum. It's got to be Plum. Indiana, Las Vegas Aces.
It's Vegas Aces. How did you get that?
This
Only
is-
because they're the most famous team right now because they won 3 championships in a row.
That's the
See,
reason
I
I
know
guessed
these
that.
things. And I don't know how
Yeah.
you're getting. Holy cow! All right, come on. I got to
Okay.
get on a run.
Question 7 for Dad.
All right,
here's an
gave me
easy
an
one.
easy
Patrick.
one.
All right, very good.
Hey, mark me.
All right.
Don't be doing that to me.
Okay. Oh, here's a tough one for you to me. Fernando Tatis Jr. Tatis.
I'm not saying
It's got to
anything.
be. It's got to be baseball, and I'm gonna go. What's a Florida?
Don't
baseball?
click on this.
Okay,
'cause
sorry. I'm gonna go baseball. Tampa Bay Rays. That's a baseball.
It's
team, right?
baseball and San Diego Padres.
There you go. You stole one from me. Good job.
Phew. All right, I'm only one back. I'm one behind.
Okay, question 7.
Thankfully, you
for
didn't
me.
know that one.
Or question 7. Sorry, you stole that from me, but that was my
7th.
that was my 7th.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're on your
That
8.
was yours. This is mine.
Sabrina Ionescu.
Inescu, yeah.
Inescu.
So that's WNBA basketball. Female, hang on. That's hard on the teams for me. Inescu. I don't know. The Connecticut team, whatever they are.
Okay, I'll go Indiana Fever. New York Liberty.
Oh, it's close.
So you were so close, so close. Okay. Ronald Acuna Jr. is my 8th one. Baseball for sure, and I'm gonna go Mets.
Nope. Braves.
Dang, I should have known that. All right.
Scope me up, baby.
All right, we're tied. Okay, 6-6. Crab legs and scallops on the line.
This is my question.
All right, question
Oh
9,
my
Dad.
gosh.
Alyssa Thomas.
Lisa Thomas. I have no idea.
Thomas.
Alyssa. It's got to be. I don't know. You did tennis too, right?
Yeah.
How'd you do that to us? We shouldn't have any tennis in there.
Did every sport?
I guess basketball is WNBA, and let's say, is that the protector for what's her name? So Indiana.
Okay, I'll say Lynx. Connecticut Sun. There's your.
I didn't. Okay, that's all right. You didn't get it, so I'm all right.
All right, question 9 for me.
You.
Joel Embiid. So yeah, definitely getting a lot of people we haven't talked about on the podcast specifically, but this is still fun. Joel Embiid with 2 eyes. I'm going to go tennis.
Don't click. Don't click.
Okay.
What's
yours?
I know exactly what it is. NBA basketball, Philadelphia 76ers.
All right. Well done. Dang it. All right. I'm
Old man takes the lead.
My wallet's about to get a lot lighter, I think. Okay. Dad, your 10th question, Max Holloway.
Did you do golf?
I didn't do golf. I should have.
Right.
I should have.
Man.
Forgot about golf.
You might steal this one. I don't know. I don't think it's basketball. NBA. No, I don't think it's that. So I'm going to go Formula One just because it's a singular answer.
That's what I was thinking too. I'm going to go UFC as backup.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
It's a UFC?
Yeah, I stole that from you. All right. Sorry.
Stinker.
I know you can't see it. There it is. You see it?
You're a stinker. That makes sense. I should, because we hadn't had one. I should have guessed that just by sheer guessing.
Yeah. I forgot about it till now. I think I knew that because Zach told me about Max Holloway once.
I didn't listen to Zach at all. Just tell Zach.
Okay, and my 10th one is Lamar Jackson, and this is where I'm going to seal my victory. If we're sticking with 10 questions each, he is the quarterback. Oh boy, now I gotta. He's a football quarterback, and he plays for the Ravens. Yes.
Oh my gosh.
So unless we plan to do like a double or nothing or something, I'm up 8-7.
No, you beat me 8-7. We'll let you have it.
That was.
I had an error. My error cost me the game.
That was a good. That was a good round. An error. Okay.
I shouldn't have done it. All right.
Well done.
We'll play next year. We'll play sometime. You've done well. You've learned a lot.
Dad's taking me out to seafood dinner.
Yeah, you framed that. It's going to be the last time.
So let's stop the screen share. I'm not sure how to do it, to be honest.
Are you going to throw my phone?
Did you say I framed that? No, I'm not going to throw. Okay. All right. So my plate is full with points, and it's going to be full with crabs soon. What?
It's full with 1 extra point more than my plate.
Okay.
I'll take it on the chin halfway professionally.
You did great.
I'm not happy.
We'll have to pull that out again. But yeah, I did want to do that to say, to show you, hey, I learned some sports stuff.
You really have,
which I'm stoked about. Okay, if any of you guys want a link to that website just so you can test your family's sports knowledge, let me know and I'll send you the link. Okay,
good job.
Okay, so we were just catching up with the family. I was gloating a little bit, and it was confirmed that Juan Soto does play for the Mets, meaning I did not steal Dad's point. And he did win 8-7. So I guess
you're buying me dinner. Now your wife wants to know what that deal's about. But so you're a good sport, but I'll sleep better tonight.
All right.
Thanks, Coop.
AI was wrong. Don't trust AI, everybody. Okay, bye. Well, we're going pretty long, and it's late here on the East Coast. So let's just do it.
Only the college one, and then we'll do the NFL.
Okay.
Not a good game. This was last week's.
Okay, recap of last week's big
because
game.
This was crazy. Remember Indiana? They were going to play Oregon.
Oh, the college game,
and really, in college. And really, everybody had Oregon beating them. Right?
Yeah, because they're top.
They went into Oregon, that stadium where they're a strong 12th man, and Indiana beat them 30-20.
Holy cow.
That's a big deal.
Wow.
They are undefeated and ranked 3rd in the country now. They started way back like 20 or 18, 22.
That's cool.
So anyway, real cool. All right, that's that. And then
big upset.
What was our game of the week?
So our NFL game of the week was Kansas City Chiefs versus Detroit Lions.
Oh, they handled business.
Yeah, we watched this one together.
The Chiefs handled business, yes. Yeah. So, they needed to get, and this took them to 3-3, but they're a scary 3-3 team. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they smoked, and 30-13, I believe is what the final score was. But bottom line is Mahomes has got confidence in his offensive line now. They've got a good strategy going. He threw for 3 touchdowns and ran for 1. So he's responsible for 4 touchdowns.
Wow. Yeah.
I mean, it was crazy. So
it was a hot game for him.
They just handled it. They handled business. And Detroit, the only thing I heard today, one of the Detroit players, this is how just stupid they are. You know, when you poked a bear and you lost, right? You got beat bad.
Yeah.
And you should say, you know, the smart thing to do like their head coach did. They're a great team. They're better prepared this week. You know, we're going to have to work hard. We'll find out our short. That's what you say, right?
Yeah.
Inside, you're going, I want to meet you again because I'm going to be ready. But this guy, the interview today, he could hardly say. He sounds so guttural. I don't know how well he could speak English either. He said, He said, no problem. They're no good. They're not. No big.
Really?
No problem. They no problem. They no problem.
Just dogging on them.
Yeah, basically saying, well, and the reporter was trying to follow up, but he wouldn't let him. So, well, you lost 30-13. They manhandled you the whole game. Not sure how that's not a problem.
Yeah.
It seems to be a problem.
Right.
So all the pundits heard that was a clip that went around pretty fast.
That's a sassy reporter.
And all of them said, well, the problem is he needs to not say those things, not just because bulletin board material, but he needs in his mind, they're worried about. You say, okay, we got our butts kicked. We need to get back to the film room, need to work harder, study harder, do more, get prepared for them again.
Yeah.
That's what these former players are saying. You should be saying to yourself,
Uh-huh.
not acting all arrogant when you just got your, you know what, kicked out on the football field.
Right.
So that was the little, and the other part of this game was the big news. Did you see it virally? There at the end of the game, again, another bright Detroit player, Branch is his last name. He's surrounded. They're all shaking hands. And Branch would not shake Mahomes' hands. He went by him and found a defensive back or receiver, somebody with the Chiefs walled up. He was going to slap him, you know, give him, and he pulled back and cold cocked him with a hard fist to the side of his head.
Whoa!
And here's the funny part: he was by himself. There was at least 20 Kansas City Chiefs around him. He was dead meat. It was instant, like bees on honey. They had him buried, and some faithful teammate comes flying in trying to drag him out.
Oh, my gosh.
But he's already been suspended for one game, fined a massive amount of money, and his head coach is already saying this was completely unacceptable and terrible, and we're going to deal with it in-house also.
Crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
So I thought it was a good game. I called it to be a big game because Kansas City Detroit came in with only one loss.
Wow.
I mean, they were favored by a point and a half going into Kansas City. Kansas City never underdogs. Now they're not underdog the rest of the year, it looks like, by the betting lines.
Okay.
But so they took care of business. They're on track. They're getting healthier. They're getting their players back, and they just so it was a great game. I think the pick is the big game. And anyway, there were a lot of good games this week.
Well, good job, Taylor Swift. I think she worked her magic to help make that happen.
Let's not talk about that.
All right. Okay. So
big game.
Let's talk about this week. What is the big game? All right.
Bear with me. But this one's going to be good. I think it's all the way to next. Yes, it's the next Monday Night Football, which is always one of the big features. Okay. The aforementioned Lions are taking on the Buccaneers. Buccaneers are 5-1. We've talked about how crazy Baker Mayfield's been. Awesome, and he's still pulling tricks out of his hat. And they're 5-1.
Cool.
Best in the whole NFL. And Lions are 4-2.
Wait, that's the best record in the NFL?
5-1. Nobody's undefeated. Okay. So they might be tied. There's a couple more that are 5-1, but not many.
I didn't realize
so they're looking great, and they're playing the Lions. That's the big game for next week.
Okay. Very cool.
Yep.
You rooting for anyone?
Tampa Bay. I like the Lions too, but now they crossed the line a little bit this past week and act like idiots.
Well, just a couple idiots. Yeah, a couple.
I don't get much leeway with me in idiot behavior. But no, I just think it's going to be a great game to watch. That's why. Okay.
Well, we'll be together for that one. So that'll be fun.
We will.
Okay. Well, thanks so much.
We'll be together next Tuesday night also, or next Monday. Yeah. So this game will be going on when we do our.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So maybe we'll do it a day later or something if you want. But.
All right.
Well, thank you everyone who tuned in. Remember to subscribe if you haven't subscribed, if you don't mind. That helps us get in front of more people, as well as rating the podcast on whatever platform you're on. We'd love if you gave it 5 stars, but feel free to give it your honest review. And
honest will be 5. I'm counting.
Yeah, it's gotta be. It's gotta be. So
we hope.
But it helps us get in front of more people. And if you know anybody else who's struggling to keep up with sports knowledge and sports trivia that wants to, then send this their way. Okay. Dan, I'm not really saying goodbye to you this time.
Nope.
But I do love you, and thanks for being on.
Love you. Great job.
All right. See you, everybody.
Sports Sense.